So in this video, today I am going to explain how to create a CAPM application by using only the command line terminal. We are going to create a sample application with as less coding as possible. So let's get started. First, we will initialize our project using CDS init and create our application, and we give our application name there. So now our sample folder has been created successfully. Now we are going to move to that folder using cd sample. Now as you can see, we haven't configured our HANA database, so we are going to configure that using cds add HANA. Now our HANA dependency has been installed. Now we are going to create a database. So for that we are going to require our CF login. Now we are going to create our database instance. Using this following command. Note that this is our database name. So DBA has been created successfully. Now what we are going to do is, since as you can see that there's no code inside our assignment folder right now, so we are going to add that using serious add file. As you can see, there's only a serious file generated and there's no JS file. So for that, for generating the JS file, we are going to use this serious add handler. So this will add the event handlers for the serious. So now event handler has been successfully created. Now to add the data within the file, we can write serious add data. So now CSV file has been created successfully. Here we can add data accordingly. Now to add HTTP configuration or creating a test folder, we are going to add serious add HTTP. This will provide us with basic test cases which we could implement in our application. Now we are going to build our application. We have added our HANA configuration, but we haven't binded our DB. So we are going to bind our DB for local testing. So it is bind to and the DB name that we have created just now. After implementing this command, we can see a serious IC private JSON folder getting added within our folder structure. Also, in the next step, we do need to add our HANA DB and authentication type inside our CDS. So until this get created, we are going to add this as soon as this gets created. So now we can see our CDS as a private same configuration has been created. Now we can just use CDS for profile hybrid. And inside that we can see that our DB has been bound. So once I run this command, I can see all the details within my database. Uh, we are getting this error since we haven't deployed our created changes, so we are going to deploy that using CDS deploy. Now there's one thing you can notice is it has been deployed to in-memory database instead of our HANA-DB which we had created. So this is happening because we haven't created our DB configuration yet. So we are going to add that. We are going to remove this production part and also set our authentication type here. Since we are creating a sample application for just for testing purpose, we are going to give authentication as lock. So we are going to build our application once again. So from serious data. As we can see now our data is going inside HANA-DB. So now I'm performing CDS for profile hybrid. We can see the data getting added successfully from our CSV file as shown here. We can also check if our test case is working since we are using no authentication. Like our authentication layer is locked, so we can comment the auth part. And for now, simple testing, we are going to just test it out. Even our port number is 4004, so we can use this. As we can see, we are able to get data. Simultaneously, we can even post data using fetch certificate. So we are going to take the following object as our payload and add one field in content type as application style JSON. Since we are adding a JSON as our payload. Okay, since entity is read only, that means we added a variable which will have to read. Then deploy the new keys, run the command again. Now let's test our post command again. Entity already exists, which is a right error. So we are going to increase the ID number. Now we can see that book has been added successfully. Once we refresh, we can see that there's three data. Now we had played enough for the basic. Now it's time to deploy. So for deployment, we'll simply add the two commands, which is entity build. Uh, okay, we can't perform entity build right now since there is no empty environment, so we are going to add that using cds add npa. NPA YML has been added successfully. Now we are going to build our application using entity build. Okay, new changes are not yet reflected properly, so we are going to update our application. So now we have built our application. Now we are going to deploy it using CF deploy. For path, we are going to copy path from here and deploy our application. So deployment has been done successfully. Now we can take our deployed application. Sample SRE has been created. Uh, we can ignore this error right now because we haven't added the launchpad configuration. But if we add the path, we haven't added the configuration for getting that default index HTML. But if we write our entity name, we can see that our data is getting processed.